and roll dads, Jimmy Greenspoon of Three Dog Night, Chris Franz of the Talking Heads with his two sons, rock and roll producer Tom Werman and his daughter Julia, and Rick Nielsen of Cheap Trick and his son Miles, okay? And we were talking, your daughter did not turn out so well, or is she all right now?
She's well now, but
Yeah.
she's had her problems with drugs and alcohol.
With drugs?
And, you know, getting arrested for drunk driving and things like that. And there's nothing I can really say. I can't say don't do it because...
You did it?
Yeah, it's like, well, look at you. Look how you turned out.
Yeah.
It's like...
Did you feel terribly guilty? Did you think if I had been there, maybe it would have been different?
Yes and no. The thing I felt guilty about is when I did have her for, like, my visitation rights, I'd usually let her sit in a car while I went up to my dealer's house to score something. And I was supposed to be taken to the zoo, and when I took her to the zoo, I'd be passed out.
So she saw...
She saw the real seedy, ugly side of, you know, me and the whole business.
Yeah. At what age did you say you started to clean yourself up?
I've been clean for 6 years now, so 85 was when I went in the hospital.
Which is great. Great that you're back at this. Now let's get the happier things. It's Father's Day. Tell me the nicest thing about your dad.
The nicest thing?
Yeah. One nice thing. What do you like a lot about your dad?
Oh, boy. Probably that he loves my mom a lot, as much as he does, because he's gone so much.
That's very nice. Okay. What about you?
That he's such a great family man. I mean, that he really does take the time, and he takes his summers off to stay with us and to be with us on our vacations. Takes us away every vacation, you know, every Christmas Mammoth, every summer Nantucket, no questions asked, and that's the family time. And that I can talk to him is really a great thing.
Okay, Robin, what do you think is terrific about your dad?
Best thing about my dad is, he's like really cuddly and also... and also he's really nice to me, and sometimes he gets a little mad, but he's really nice.
What do you think is nice about your dad? Yeah.
You must be able to think of something.
I can't remember what I'm supposed to say.
All right. Are your fathers alive?
No, he passed away 6 years ago.
Did you have a good relationship?
Not really.
Say it.
Towards the end, right, he never got to see me clean and sober, so...
Yeah. Another guilt thing.
Yeah.
What about you? Good relationship with your dad?
Yeah, and it's better now than it ever was. My dad was a general in the Army, and then he retired from the Army and became a lawyer. And I guess I grew up in what you could say is a very conservative household. But he bought me my first drum set, gave me lessons, came to the concerts.
That's great.
So
I'll go down, but we have to be back. We're back in a moment. But first, in the spirit of Father's Day, here is a message from your friends at J.C. Penney, where fashion comes to life. Then we'll be back. We're back talking with our rock and roll dads, Jimmy Greenspoon of Three Dog Night, Chris Franz of Talking Heads with his sons, and rock and roll producer Tom Werman with his daughter Julia, and Rick Nielsen of Cheap Trick and his son Miles. And we were up to you. Did you remember your dad? Is he still alive?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, he's 84, and he's very healthy.
And was it a good relationship with your dad?
Yeah, it has, as Chris said, it's much better now than it used to be. If there was no peace at one time, we've made peace. I mean, he definitely had other things in mind for me. He went to Harvard Business School. I went to business school because he wanted me to, but then I really just didn't. I turned my back on business after 1 year in business.
But you have to do what you want to do.
You definitely have to do what you want to do if you want to succeed.
Yeah, that's absolutely. What about you, Rick?
My father was and still is a singer. He sings opera and sings at temple and also sings at the regular churches. And he's made about 40 albums. And I used to travel with him. By the time I was 10 years old, I'd been in 49 states and Canada and Mexico. So I'm used to this. And I'd like to wish my father a happy Father's Day.
That's nice. That's nice. Now, last, because I'm very shallow, as I keep saying. What?
He's nuts, too. He's
great.
nuttier than I am. So
thank God we are.
Yeah, so
thank God we all are crazy. What are you getting your dad for Father's Day? Tell him now.
Nothing. Sounds mean, but he doesn't ask for anything except socks and underwear, and you get that. That's Christmas.
Jackson underwear. Silly, huh? Yeah. What are you getting, Julia?
Clothing.
Okay.
I picked out his outfit. I'm very into clothing and what he wears, and so I dress him.
Okay. What about you, Rob?
Me and my dad are going to go to a Guns N' Roses concert at Lake Compound.
All right.
And also, some of you might have heard this on 95.9 The Fox. These things called the cookie bouquet. They're like these chocolate chip cookies on stems. You can eat them.
Yeah. So you're going to get those?
Yeah.
Oh,
probably.
great.
He can be more cuddly.
I thank you all very much. I wish you all happiness and just lovely to have you on the show. Please all come back individually again. And we'll be right back in 1 second.